World War II was a conflict that saw the development of some of the most advanced and powerful naval vessels in history. Among the U.S. Navy's contributions to this massive war effort was the USS Quincy, a Baltimore-class heavy cruiser. This ship played a significant role during the final phases of the conflict, demonstrating American naval power and providing critical support in both the European and Pacific theaters. The USS Quincy, the second ship to bear the name Quincy, was commissioned in 1943, following the loss of the first Quincy at the Battle of Savo Island. The new Quincy was designed to incorporate advancements in firepower, protection, and overall capabilities, as the U.S. sought to develop a navy capable of fighting on multiple fronts in a global war. As a Baltimore-class cruiser, Quincy was armed with 9 8-inch guns, a robust anti-aircraft armament, and improved armor protection, making her a formidable asset in both offensive and defensive roles. By the time the USS Quincy entered service, the tide of the war had begun to turn in favor of the Allies. Quincy's first major operation was in the European theater, where she participated in Operation Overlord, the Allied invasion of Nazi-occupied France. On June 6, 1944, during the D-Day landings, Quincy provided gunfire support for the troops storming the beaches of Normandy. Her powerful guns targeted German defensive positions at Utah Beach, playing a crucial role in softening enemy fortifications and allowing Allied forces to gain a foothold on the French coast. Following D-Day, Quincy continued to support Allied operations in Europe. Her guns were called into action again as the Allies pushed inland, helping to clear the way for the liberation of France and the eventual defeat of Nazi Germany. The ship's firepower and versatility made her an invaluable part of the naval operations during these campaigns, as she provided both shore bombardment and protection for the larger fleet. In early 1945, Quincy shifted to the Pacific theater, where the war against Japan was still raging. As part of the U.S. Navy's island hopping strategy, Quincy took part in the Battle of Okinawa, one of the bloodiest and most decisive battles of the Pacific Campaign. During this operation, Quincy's main guns once again unleashed powerful bombardments, targeting Japanese fortifications and aiding the ground forces in their grueling advance. The battle was a critical step in bringing the war closer to Japan's home islands. As the war drew to a close, Quincy was part of the naval task force involved in the final bombardments of Japan. In July 1945, she participated in the pre-invasion bombardment of the Japanese home islands, attacking industrial and military targets as part of the preparation for a potential invasion. However, with the dropping of the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan surrendered before such an invasion became necessary. On September 2, 1945, USS Quincy was present in Tokyo Bay during the formal surrender of Japan aboard the USS Missouri, marking the end of World War II. Quincy's presence at this historic moment symbolized the role she played in the Allied victory, as one of the ships that had helped bring the war to a conclusion. Following the war, Quincy continued to serve in various capacities, including participating in Operation Magic Carpet, the effort to bring U.S. servicemen home from overseas. She also took part in post-war operations in the Mediterranean, representing U.S. naval power during the tumultuous period of Reconstruction and the beginning of the Cold War.
Stick.
Much obliged you hopped on board for this snazzy trip through American life in the 1940s and 1950s, all captured through nifty vintage photographs. If this flick's got your motor running, don't be a square. Click on that jolly bucket of bolts to subscribe to the channel for more top drawer content just like this.